Hello everyone, my name is Rupali Kore. I am studying in Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering from SY B Division, roll number 204. Our topic is system component. There are the 8 types of component. First is process management, second main memory management, third secondary storage management, fourth IO system management, 5 files management, 6 protection system, 7 networking, 8 command interpreter system. First is process management. A process is a program in execution. A process needs certain resources including CPU, time, memory, files and IO devices to accomplish. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with process management: process creation and deletion, process suspension and risk resumption, provision of mechanism for process synchronization and process communication. Process management, what is DOS? Control which program run and manage multiple tasks. For example, when you open Google Chrome and MS Word at the same time, the OS decide how much CPU time each gets. Second is main memory management. Memory is the large array of word or byte, each with own address. It is the repository of quickly accessible data shared by the CPU and IO devices. Memory is the volatile storage device. It loses its content in case of system failure. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with memory management. Keep track which part of memory is currently being used by whom. Decide which process to load when memory space become available. Allocate and deallocate memory space is needed. What it does: manages RAM and decide where to space data temporary. For example, when you are editing a photo, the image is stored in RAM so you can work on it quickly. Storage management. Since main memory, it means primary memory, it volatile and too small to accommodate all data and programs permanently, the component system must provide secondary storage backup main memory. The most modern computer system use disk as a principal online storage medium for both program and data. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with disk management, uh, storage allocation, disk scheduling. So what it does: manage hard drives or SSD for long term storage. For example, when you save a video to computer, it's stored on the hard drive, not in RAM. Fourth is IO system management. IO system, it consists of a buffer caching system, a general device driver interface, drivers for specific hardware devices. What it does: handle input and output devices. For example, when you click the mouse, the OS reads the input and sends a signal to open a folder. Next is file management. A file is allocated of related information by its creator. Commonly, files represent program, both source and object forms and data. The operating system is responsible for the following activity in connections with file management: file creation and deletion, directory creation and deletion, support of primitive for manipulating files for directories, mapping files into secondary storage, file backup on stable non-volatile storage media. What you does it? Organize and manage files and folders. For example, when you create a new folder or rename a file, the OS keeps track of these changes. Next is protection system. Protection refer to the mechanism for controlling access by programs, process or users to both system and user resources. The protection mechanism must distinguish between authorized and unauthorized uses, specify the control to the imposed, provide it means of enforcement. It actually does it, protects data and system from unauthorized access. For example, you need a password to log out into your laptop. That's part of its protection system. Next is command interpreter system. Many command interpreter system is due to operating system by control statement which deals with process creation and management, I/O handling, secondary storage management, main memory management, file system access, protection, networking. What it does, read and runs user command. For example, in the command prompt, if you type dir, the OS list files in the folder. Next is network management. Network management is the process of managing and administering a computer network. A computer network is collection of various type of computers connected with each other. Network management compares fault analysis, maintaining the quality of services, provisioning work, and performance management. Following are the features of network management: network administration, network maintenance, network operation, network provisioning, network security. What is does it? Manage connections between two computer and others. For example, when you use Wi-Fi to browse the internet, the OS handles the network communication. Thank you.